giving them too many head starts, because they will have their moments, Abs.
Yeah, definitely. Credit to the Blues for really stemming that flow after the first 2.5 minutes, but they need to make it count.
Let's see how they go on the inside this time around. And again, Garner got her hands on the football. This time, Hosking managed to smother it off her boot. Gavalis met solidly by Guerin. Quick kick, throws it on the boot to half forward, and Harris takes the mark at 55. So Harris and Vesio covered an enormous amount of territory for very little return in the opening term. Kick towards Vesio now. Duffin in front. What a matchup that is, Duffin versus Vesio. Vesio tries to get a handball out. Here's Gilroy, been important. Dropped the football as she was tackled. Play on the call. Hill's been really impressive for the Blues. Puts her head over it. Gilroy with strength. Tries to farm it out. Garner through some traffic. Hill tried to smother it away. Gavalis, they're working in ever-decreasing circles, and eventually Carlton's pressure forces them over the line.
And this is where Carlton are so good. Their offensive, I guess, players to really turn to their defence and lock the ball inside 50. But once again, let's see if they can put it on the scoreboard.
King goes up unopposed. Gibbs didn't quite get there. Again, it's Garner with first hands on the football. Lalawifi comes streaming through. Pops a handball to Stevens. She was immediately under pressure from Bresnahan. Did well, tried to release it to G. Good effort from Carney to crash through. It comes back to G. Just got boot to ball. Carney will go again for a third effort. Puts her head over the football and wins the free kick. Well played by the skipper. Dogged as always, Emma Carney. Ferocious in the contest and relentless. That's a nice kick. Finds Randall. Some overlap run from Gavalis. Pound punches from behind. Umpire says chopping of the arms. Free kick will go to Bella Eddy. She's got Abatangelo in the middle of the ground. Hosking spots her just a step too late. Sophie Abatangelo back into the side this evening. Next link in the chain. Good delivery this from North. Straight up the middle of the ground is Campbell. Now she'll go short as well to Bruton. Good patient build-up from the Kangas. Carney kept running from behind, not 15 this time. She runs in a pound. Is she going to get a free kick for too high? She is.
I think Darcy Vesio just copped a boot of Gab Pound then to the left eye, so hopefully all those okay there.
Let's take another look. Keep an eye on Darcy. Yep, bang.
Oh, yeah.
The next link in the chain was Garner. Couldn't hang on. Here's Campbell at ground level. Downey and Vesio got her. McKay puts on the accelerator. Beautiful kick. Finds the first gamer, Gibbs. Gives off a handball. Will get it back. Runs herself into trouble and gone.
Well done by Jenna Bruton, but that's where Carlton are lacking that link player, isn't it? Taylor Harris took a beautiful mark earlier in the quarter, but just through there, they need to be a little bit more composed.
Lalawifi comes in on Bateman. Here's Duffin versus Vesio. Vesio tries to work her to the line. Duffin doesn't want to concede. Lalawifi hoists it high back towards the wing. It's a 2-on-1. Harris versus Garner at ground level. North have got the overlap number. Nesta taken down by Bruton. Rather gives it to Bruton. And O'Day is a bit dazed. She may be knocked out here. She's gone straight into the hip of Jenna Bruton. Medical staff will be out to look at Elise O'Day. She is as tough as they come. That was a hard hit.
That was.
Medicos will be keeping a close eye on Elise O'Day over the next few minutes, you would think. Is that going to be a free kick against the Medico? It is.
Oh.
And that's a little bit stiff when he's in there to try and deal with the player.
Make sure she's okay.
And make sure she's okay from concussion. Maybe a little bit of touch and feel from the umpire might be appropriate there as the ball goes inside 50. It's technically a free kick, but here's Hosking rather. Once again, it's Emma Carney last to get up. Ferocious tap from Moody to O'Day. She then tries to deliver a handball. Slick hands back to Moody. Can't quite get free. She's overrun as Bruton gets it to Riddell. Back towards 50, 2-on-2 in the air. Whistle's gone. Free kick to the Blues. Pushing the back, going the way of Mua Lalawifi. Should go to Hill, who's been really impressive, Abs. The Blues are extremely pleased with her development. That's a 7th touch.
She has been impressive, hasn't she? She's my tip for the rising star at the start of, well, before round 1. So, yeah, really impressive for the Blues. They've certainly got a little shining star there.
Duffin to the line. is that speed and class of the likes of Hill and G that excites Carlton coaching staff around that midfield. They need that zip, and they'll get Walker and Dalton back next season. Walker, in fact, may even be back in the next few weeks. King works to the front on Moody. Harris coming in one direction. Good strength. Garner, the other, did well. Won the football. Got it to King. Riddell, Gavalis. North's prime movers getting involved. Bateman worked under the football. Clever use of the body there by Gab Pound, who's having a good night. She finds Gearan in the middle of the University of Tasmania Stadium. Gearan delivers inside 50. Stevens just lurking at the back. Great tackle from Randall, affected the kick. Dribbling towards the line. Duffin versus Plain. Plain gets there first. Duffin tries to take her over the line. Gibbs, the first game, did well. Smothered off her boot. Gilroy. Now Garner. Short to King. Time for a slight bobble. Daisy Walker just didn't quite read that in the air. Didn't get to the contest, and Saar took the uncontested grab. Ran herself into a little bit of trouble. Kick just over the head of Plain. Ashmore at the back. Gearan coming in the other direction. Wraps her up. Rolls her over. King extracts the football, then runs into McKay and Walker. McKay tries to strip it. Gets it to Egan. Egan to Gearan. Now got Riddell for company. They scrap over the ball. Egan again carried forward in the tackle. Umpire says play on. Eventually calls for it as we head down to semi.
Yes, Elise O'Day has come to the bench. That's June, as she is affectionately known. Medico's talking to her in the way that we see with a concussion test, really staring the player in the face, clearly asking some questions. We'll monitor her down here, guys.
Thanks, Sammy. Yeah, it was a pretty brutal hit. Accidental, just ran into a hip. Downey. Carlton have got some numbers, but they all waited for the football as Garner went and flipped it out. Nestor's handball, too ferocious for Gillespie Jones. Moody off a step. Stevens has been an important link player. Duffin makes her earn that one. Former Collingwood teammates. Harris versus Gilroy. Harris recovered well. Kicks to a one-on-one contest. That's really well read off the boot by Hardiman. Just the experience over Gibbs.
Well, we speak about, you know, Carlton's ability to get the ball forward and not make the most of it. But how about this Roos defence that are holding up the likes of, you know, Hardiman, as you said. So they're doing really well to maintain. McAvoy to Stevens. Can she find a target? Tough one for Vesio. Almost gathered at ground level. Egan lurking. Can she find a target? Just gets boot to ball. Play on. Vesio with the left. Bounces it. Oh, bounces it through. And the Blues get there first. Unfortunate slip there for Dan Hardiman on the goal line. The Blues get a slice of luck. They're on the board. It's been hard yards for them. 15 inside 50s and finally a major. Just when I credit Hardiman on her efforts defensively as well, I might have jinxed her there, but Darcy Vesio, that's the spark that this Carlton side needed. They needed to hit the scoreboard and she delivered truly. Here's another look, Abs. It's been hard work, but they got there in the end. They got there in the end, and it was through Darcy Vesio coming off 3 goals 2 last week in one of the best games that I have seen her play in a long time. But Carlton just needed a spark. They needed a lift, and Darcy Vesio managed to get the goal through. So hopefully that's the start of something for the Blues. Moody versus King. So much on the line for both these teams. They looked evenly matched, don't they? Here's Hosking hunting the football. Had a fantastic year. Career best season from Jess. Moved into a midfield role. Stevens has been outstanding for the Blues so far and providing an option at half forward, but too often she's had to fight the good fight. Here's Stevens, beautiful smother. Hosking, Brazzali. Harris has got a bit of space. Can't quite get there. Hardiman at the back now against Harris. Vesio lurking as well. Well played, Dan Hardiman. Almost soloed it to herself, rugby union style. Will it sit for her? She's almost out of gas. And the umpire will ping her for a throw. That was lucky there. It just looked like there was a little bit of lack of communication between Taylor Harris and I think, is that Mimi Hill? Harris goes towards Vesio. Egan flips it out. Hosking and Vesio. Vesio spots Brazzali, gets a look, straightens up and steers it through. The Blues have got back-to-back goals.
Lauren Brazzali kicks her second for the season. The old saying, Abs, isn't it? Persistence beats resistance. 15 inside 50s without a goal, and suddenly they've got 2 goals in their last 3.
Well done to the Blues here. They've been peppering the footy inside 50, but unfortunately they weren't able to make it count. But looks like they've just worn down this North Melbourne defence and made it count in this second quarter.
And starting to win some clearances as well as Egan goes inside 50. Really important mark from Randall, because now it's up to North, isn't it? Just to settle a little and take a bit of time in possession.
Yes, it is. And what Carlton have been able to do is wrestle back that contested style of footy in this second quarter.
Brazzali goes to Vesio.
Yep, that's a break.
Nesta arriving just a step too late. And Darcy Vesio could go back and give the Blues the lead for the first time this evening. Really, really fit this year, the fittest she's ever been. The plan at the start of the season was to play her up the ground a bit more, up to the wings a little, but they've needed her creativity inside 50. A chance for her to kick her second. .35 out, starts it right, works it inside the post, and the Blues have the lead. So Carlton would feel right now that they've got the game on their terms. North kicking 2 goals in the opening 2.5 minutes of the game, but since then, it's been really one-way traffic.
Well, 2 very important goals to Darcy Vesio just to wrestle this game back in favour of the Blues. But they have dabbled, Jace, with playing Darcy Vesio up the ground, but why would you keep her far away from the goals when she finishes that strong?
So how can North Melbourne respond now? They need some time in possession. Carney and Bruton look to combine. Here's Riddell. 3 of their midfield guns involved in that passage of play. Over the head of Daisy Walker. She tracks back. Garner now spending a little bit of time forward to give them a target. McKay, Walker, O'Day back out there. Flipped a little handball to Hosking. Kicks towards half forward. Here's Vesio again. She's going to have a couple to beat. Well played, Nesta coming out in the other direction. Duffin. Bresnahan had just evaded her grasp. Allowed Vesio in. Gavalis there to provide some support. Back to Duffin. Great vision and touch again from Jess Duffin. Finds Talia Randall. Randall, good kick to the middle of the ground. Finds Carney, who can get it and go. She can link up with Sard. Hosking's going to have to keep running. Moody's going to have to come across to try and put some pressure on as Carney drives it deep. Chance for Garner, couldn't quite hang on. She's dangerous on the deck as well. Gillespie Jones tries to beat Walker. Good tackle by the youngster. Spills to Eddie. Eddie to Bannister. Snaps it across her body. Misses to the near side. Good build-up from the Kangas.
She's so exciting, isn't she, inside this 50-yard. You can just see she's got that left knee heavily strapped. So hopefully, as we've said, she has unfortunately undergone a number of injury concerns, so hopefully that's nothing to worry about.
Dangerous kick from O'Day. Bruton couldn't complete the mark under some pressure from Hosking. Sard and Vesio wrestle at ground level. Umpire will ball it up. There is Daria Bannister, just so explosive and powerful. In fact, he's going to pay a free kick against Vesio for holding it in. And Sard will have it. Didn't quite hit the kick. Might work for North. Eddie versus Pound. Carney coming the other way. Pound just got a boot on it. Good solid bump from Vesio on Eddie. Carney goes again. Just ferocious in there at the moment. She's gang tackled by O'Day and Vesio. And this will be a Carlton free kick against Carney. With just under 3 minutes remaining in the half. Fascinating game in Launceston with so much to play for. Hill's got to get there and touch it. She didn't.
Once again, I think that was just a bit of a miscommunication between the 2 Carlton players.
So Bateman can deliver it back inside 50. Bannister will arrive late. Wilson and O'Day almost spoiled each other, but Wilson took the grab. Not a great kick from Wilson. Puts Hill under pressure. Moody arrives in support. Gillespie Jones goes down and picks the football up. O'Day with a strong tackle. Bruton to Bateman. Gab Pound, 11th touch for her coming up. Wants to switch. Dangerous kick late in the quarter. Wasn't the percentage play. Eddie's called to go. That's not 15. Bruton, can she get a look? Wants to give it off. Bateman just got away from Harris. Got the handball free. Bruton. Harris goes in hard. Sard going in the other direction. An awkward one there. Viv Sard immediately checking on the condition of Taylor Harris. Here's another look. Sard in one direction. Harris goes to ground and Sard comes through. Fortunately didn't catch her flush. Hosking floats it to Plain. The Blues with 90 seconds here. Maybe one last opportunity if they can take their time. G played on. Duffin did well to Corralo. Vision from G saw Plain going towards the pocket. It was the right kick. Good effort from North. Had the outnumber. And Gavalis gets it to Duffin. Says just, let's just settle it down. Nothing silly. There's Taylor Harris still out there, good to see. Duffin plays the percentages. Long down the wing, late in the term. Take no risks. Carney, not quite. Taylor Harris, a little late on the contact. And Grace Campbell comes across and says, oh, I don't like that. It's going to be a free kick to the North Melbourne skipper, and that's going to inject a little spice into the contest. King, Alawifi, Egan, high ball, Moody in one direction, coming out in the other direction was Bresnahan. Bruton sat upon by O'Day and Vesio. As Taylor Harris just coming to the bench.
I'll tell you later.
Sard to Gavalis, 40 seconds remaining. Good tackle, chance for the Blues. O'Day declines to take the advantage. It'll come back to Lucy McAvoy. So switch it to Moody. She's right near the bench, so she'll know there's 30 seconds left. The bench will be telling her that. That's not the right kick. It might work for the Blues in the end. Stevens sold Hill into trouble. Carney. Stevens again, ferocious tackle. Marlia Randall gets up with 15 seconds left on the clock. Kangaroos just need to be tidy here. Can the Blues get a clean takeaway? They haven't nominated a ruck. Egan put her hand up to say, I'll go. Hill, can she get onto it? 10 seconds left, handball was behind Plain. Ricocheted off the boot of Egan. O'Day, wrapped up by Sard. North scrambling desperately late in the term. And they do just enough. What a contest we've got here on Saturday Night Football. The Kangaroos out of the blocks with 2 goals in the opening 2.5 minutes. The Blues with the remaining 3 goals of the term, and at half-time, they lead by 4 points. Carlton, 3 straight goals. North Melbourne, 2-2-14. The winner to go 3-2 and probably jump inside the 6 by the end of the weekend.